Welcome back to Colorado and Company. You know, as we get closer to wrapping up the first month of 2011, how are your financial goals looking? Is your New Year's resolution of saving dwindling? Finances can be a frustrating topic, we all know that. But as a homeowner, you're always looking for ways to cut down on costs. One thing to really look at is your home mortgage. What are you paying each month? Lowering your monthly home mortgage can happen in just 3 weeks when you make that free call to Ideal Home Loans. Their team of professionals can make changes quickly, and then your payment is not due until April. That gives you even more time to save cash. Here to put the green back into our lives is Brent Ivinson. Nice to see you.
Glad to be back.
Where do the rates sit right now?
We're holding right now at 4.875% on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. 20-year mortgages are right at about 4.625, and you're looking at 15-year mortgages have been fluctuating right around 4.25 to 4.375. Now, 5-year ARMs, which is a great option for somebody short-term, are still sitting in the high threes. So still really, while we're not at historic lows, we're very close.
Yeah, still great rate.
Absolutely.
And besides the rates, why should people call right now?
Well, there's a couple of things. We start to see the economy get traction, which we're seeing already right now. You're going to start to see rates go up. What happens in our business is the stock market and the bond market controls mortgage rates, ultimately compete for investment dollars. So as you have the stock market on a run like we've seen over the last couple of weeks, we're approaching 12,000 today on the Dow Jones. That's taking money out of mortgage-backed securities and bonds and into equities. And what happens is to compete for that investment dollar, we have to pay a higher return, so mortgage rates go up. So that's how that whole process correlates, and that's why we see rates fluctuate like they do when the stock market has a good day.
Okay, at the bottom of the screen right now, you can see the number to call Ideal Home Loans. What can you offer our viewers when they call?
Well, when you call our office initially, you're going to talk to one of our licensed loan officers. They're going to spend a lot of time finding out about your current situation and finding out what it is you're trying to accomplish, both short-term and long-term. Once we have those two pieces of that puzzle, we can go to work and put together a mortgage program that not only works for you today, but works for you down the line as well. We're very big on making sure that we put you in something that fits short-term and long-term. And if we have a very good understanding of your current situation, that allows us to go to work and accomplish your individual goals and put you in a mortgage that really is suited just to you.
What if there's a viewer that's watching right now and they actually owe more on their home than it's worth? How do you help them?
Well, if you're somebody who owes more than your home is worth and you have a conventional mortgage, Fannie Mae will let you borrow 105% of your home's current appraised value for the purpose of refinancing your existing first mortgage. And the idea behind this product is this. They're trying to help stave off foreclosures. They're trying to give people who are upside down by no fault of their own an alternative to refinance and stay in their home rather than becoming another foreclosure statistic. Now, I know a lot of listeners out there are saying, well, what if I have a second mortgage? That's fine. We can come in, refinance your first mortgage. We can do what we call subordinate your second mortgage, keep that mortgage intact while we refinance your first, lower your payments so that you can better weather the storm until property values ultimately come back. It's a product that is really helping a lot of homeowners out in keeping people from becoming another foreclosure statistic and letting them take advantage of historic low rates.
Interesting. So there's a lot of options. If you feel like you're stuck, you're not. You just need to pick up the phone and call 303-867-7000, Ideal Home Loans. What about credit? What if they don't have perfect credit?
There's options for people with less than perfect credit. It is definitely tightened up over the last 3 or 4 years in terms of qualifying for a loan. It's become a process that's much more difficult. However, FHA is bridging the gap for a lot of people with a less than perfect situation. They'll go all the way down to a 640 credit score. They allow higher qualifying debt-to-income ratios. If you're buying a home, they'll allow you to buy a home with as little as 3.5% down. If you're refinancing your home, they'll let you borrow 97% of your home's current appraised value for the purpose of refinancing. But this is a product that really is helping a lot of people out. And coincidentally today, FHA rates are at 4.75%, where 30-year fixed conventional mortgages are at 4.875%. So it's not only a great product opportunity for people with a less than perfect situation, but even a little bit better rate, which is great.
Yeah, save the money. That's what our goal is. Save the money, get the house of your dreams. The one thing I learned from having you on the show, there's a big difference, an important difference between a mortgage broker and a mortgage banker.
Absolutely. And we're a mortgage banker, and what that gives us the opportunity to do, everything happens at our office right here in the tech center. We're able to handle funding, processing, underwriting, everything right under our roof. So when we give people timelines and when we discuss fees, rates, we quote things, they're all directly out of our office. So we're in control of that, and that's why we're able to disclose something up front and guarantee that that disclosure won't change, because we're in control of everything. When you deal with a mortgage broker, they're a middleman working on behalf of the client for the home, or on behalf of the homeowner to the bank, and they're negotiating the deal on your behalf. What happens is they're taking their marching orders from the bank, and as we all know, anytime you layer somebody else into the process, you're talking about more time, you're talking about more expense. At Ideal Home Loans, you're looking at closing your loan in 3 weeks, you're looking at lower fees, lower interest rates, and that ultimately translates into a lower monthly payment.
Right, and if you do it, you won't have to make a payment until April if you do it right now.
That's right. If you get the process started now, no payment until April.
All right. Now, when I call, walk me through the process when I do call Ideal Home Loans. What's it going to be like?
You're going to spend some time up front with one of our loan officers. They're going to ask you a lot of questions. They want to make sure that you understand the process and you have a chance to ask everything that you want. You know, it can be an intimidating process to go through a mortgage loan, whether you're buying or refinancing. And a lot of people feel intimidated by that. We want to give everybody the opportunity to ask every question they have. We want to make sure you understand the entire process from start to finish. We disclose everything in writing so that there's no mirrors and smoke or anything going on. You know exactly what you're getting, and you understand exactly how we've arrived at that conclusion and how we're saving you the money that we are. You can calculate your break even by looking at how much your closing costs are and how much you're saving, and that'll tell you how long you need to be in your house for that transaction to make sense.
Your website, idealhomeloans.com?
Yeah.
Okay, very useful tools on there, too. If somebody wants to log on right now where they don't have to pick up the phone and call,
right,
they can actually walk themselves through the process on your website.
They can, and that's a process that works very well for us and for a lot of consumers. People are very busy. They don't have time to come in and sit down with us face-to-face. They're able to apply online, handle the entire transaction online directly with one of our loan officers, and that's one of the pieces that allows us to close loans in 3 weeks. The technology platform behind our business is very sophisticated and is really state-of-the-art and helps us to deliver that 3-week closing time and helps people to do everything from the comfort of their home, whether it be sign your documents, apply online, send your paperwork back to us. All that can be handled through our secure internet site so that you can do it from the convenience of your home and when it works for you.
Before we close, I just want to find out, in your opinion, the next 6 months, the mortgage lending process, where do you see it?
You know, you're going to continue to see credit tighten. I think you're going to see it become more difficult to get a loan, unfortunately. And the reason being is rates are still relatively low. So what they're doing to offset that is they want a higher quality of loan that they're lending. And that means credit's going to tighten. But for people looking to buy, there's a fantastic opportunity right now. There's a lot of inventory available. Your negotiating power is very good. And the other factor is that rates are still below 5%, so those three things together make it a fantastic time to look into currently.
Just make that phone call. It's a free phone call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. It doesn't cost anything to call at all. Go online to see about lowering your mortgage with Ideal Home Loans. The number I want to give to you one more time, it's 303-867-7000. Set up your free mortgage consultation. Call today. Now is the time with historic mortgage lows to save on your monthly payment. Ideal Home Loans can have you saving money in just 3 weeks. Sign up today, then your first payment is not due until April. Remember, Ideal Home Loans offers lower rates with quicker turnaround, and that gives you time to put cash back into your wallet. The number again, 303-867-7000. The web address, easy to remember, it's idealhomeloans.com. And this segment was paid for by Ideal Home Loans.